Breaking news.
Breaking news, Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison is holding a briefing at police headquarters to announce the arrest of a Babylon school teacher. Let's go to it now.
Oh, so I did the thing the other day. I thought, you know.
Thank you. Does anybody have any off topics? No off topics?
All right. Thank you. Everyone good? Okay. Hi, good afternoon, and thank you all for coming.
Start over. Sorry.
Sorry. Good. Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. I'm here with Detective Lieutenant Dylan Franlander, Detective Sergeant James Babry, and Detective Pat Boyles. We also have District Attorney Division Chief Jim Shalafo over to my right. Today's announcement of the arrest of a Babylon school teacher for rape is disturbing, but these are the facts. In November of 2021, the Babylon School District contacted Suffolk County Police Department about allegations of sexual misconduct, and our Special Victims Section detectives launched an investigation. During the investigation, a female victim came forward and reported between September and November of 2013, when she was 15 years old, a teacher, Timothy Harrison, then 38, who was also an assistant girls lacrosse and basketball coach at Babylon High School, did engage in sexual relationships with her. The rape occurred off school grounds. However, the victim indicated there was inappropriate physical contact while at the school. In addition to being a teacher and coach at Babylon High School, our perpetrator was a girls lacrosse coach at Legacy Lacrosse for under 13 girls up till November 2021, and he does not have any prior arrest. The perpetrator was arrested this morning on Robert Moses Parkway in West Islip. He was transported to the 1st Precinct and charged with 2 counts of rape in the 3rd degree and criminal sex act in the 3rd degree. I'd like to commend the victim in this case, who has exhibited so much bravery coming forward years after she was preyed upon. Her courage will give other victims of similar abuse the strength to come forward. We hope this arrest brings the victim some sense of peace and that she knows that her voice was heard. I also want to thank the Special Victims Detectives for all the work that they do handling the most sensitive cases, and the District Attorney's Office for partnering in this case. The investigation is continuing, and we encourage anyone who feels they have been victimized to come forward and speak to our Special Victims Detectives at 631-852-6184. I'll open the floor for any questions.
Did these acts occur at school?
So there was inappropriate contact at the school, but the sexual engagement was off school grounds.
And he taught what? Was he a teacher or just a coach?
He was a teacher as well as a coach.
Do you know what he taught?
Can you speak out of that, Jim? I don't recall.
We'll get that. We'll get you that information.
What town is he from?
It's Babylon.
Babylon. And why Robert Moses Parkway? It's kind of interesting. Did you have to pull him over?
We had an eyeball on him, and we followed him off outside of his residence, and then we pulled him over on that highway.
And you purposely took him away from the residence?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yep.
And he's being held overnight and will be arraigned tomorrow?
He's being held overnight. Regarding when he'll be arraigned, it should be sometime tomorrow.
And there have been a lot of allegations coming from that school. Where is the
Well, right now, we don't believe anything is of a sexual nature. It's an inappropriate contact or engagement. But right now, we're just investigating the criminal acts that we've seen that's been fit for the sexual special victims division.
And does Attorney Letitia James' civil investigation lawsuit continue?
No, not that I know of.
How difficult is it to make a case at this time period from the past like this? How difficult is it to make a provable case?
It's difficult, very hard. There's no crime scene. There's no video at this. If you go, it was 9 years ago. So, of course, the evidence is very hard for us to put into the investigation. But we have to go with her word and do what we have to do to charge the individual, charge the perpetrator for the crimes.
Is the victim a student at Babylon?
Yes.
9 years ago, explain how that kind of led us to today.
Yeah. I'm going to have the detective lieutenant talk about that, and then we'll still open the floor for some more questions.
It is still an active criminal investigation, so we would prefer not to get into the details. I'm sure all of you are aware of the fact that they had a school board meeting, and that fleshed out some additional people coming forward. That's kind of how some of these complaints have come forward. As of right now, this is our only criminal complaint, the only case that we have. Again, we're asking anybody to come forward if they have any information regarding a crime, if they believe they're a victim of a crime, regardless of how long they believe it to have happened. We worry about the statute of limitations in the district attorney's office. We don't want people that want to come forward and have their story told. We don't want to get them discouraged. We want them to come forward.
Did you have only one allegation against Timothy Harrison, or were there multiple?
Again, I'd rather not get into the specifics of the case. It's an active criminal investigation. That will be all revealed later.
What are the statute of limitations?
I'm sorry?
10 years, statute of limitations?
When it gets into Article 130, it's some additional components to it. But again, we would rather not speak about Article 130 or any other statute of limitations. Again, if someone feels like they have information regarding a crime or they themselves were a victim of a crime, we want them to come forward. Let us worry about the statute of limitations and let the district attorney's office worry about statute of limitations. That's not something they should be worried about.
You'll be releasing the mugshot, clearly, because you're looking for more victims.
Again, that wouldn't be fair.
Can you identify yourself, sir?
Please.
While you're still here?
Detective Lieutenant Dylan Freelander, Special Victims.
Can you spell name?
Sure. My first name is Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, and my last name is Freelander, F-R-I-E-D-L-A-N-D-E-R. I apologize for speaking so quickly.
I'll answer that question. As long as it doesn't hinder further investigations, then we'll give out the mugshot.
Does he currently teach there?
He does not.
He's suspended right now.
Was he one of the 5 people who were placed on leave last fall?
I'm sorry?
Was he one of the 5 employees placed on leave last fall?
I don't have that answer. Anybody?
No, but this is, when this allegation came to light, Babylon immediately suspended him when there was an accusation.
So he hasn't worked since the allegation?
He has not.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.